Hello everyone. Thank you so much for being here, for making some time to practice on your yoga mats today. This is going to be about a 45-minute-ish Vinyasa flow. And we are going to begin lying down on our backs in a supine butterfly. But before you get there, if you can see the playlist beneath this class, just go ahead and hit play. And then lie on down onto your back. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees wide. We'll place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. And if this shape feels a little bit too intense to begin in, option to take the opposite of this. So planting the soles of the feet wide on your mat and allowing your knees to rest together in the center. And then maybe lengthening out through the back of the neck, sliding your shoulders away from your ears. And whatever shape you find yourself in, go ahead and take a deep breath into it. And as you breathe out, begin to soften around the edges of your physical shape. Allow yourself to settle in a bit more fully. Take a moment to just notice how you feel. The time of year in which I'm filming this class is November 1st. And this is Scorpio season, which is the season of death and rebirth and transformation. And if we think about death and rebirth at the most physical level of our beings, every single cell in your body is dying and being born new again all the time. Every 3 months, every cell in your body turns over. Every 3 months, the physical matter, this human suit you find yourself in, is brand new, which is pretty incredible and pretty amazing. And also should be a reminder that we are never stagnant. We are never the same. We are always transforming. We're always in this state of becoming. You are always dying the death of who you were yesterday, last week, a month ago, a year ago, several years ago, and who you are becoming. Right? Rebirthing who you are becoming, who you are transforming into. And I don't mean this at the level of your soul. Right? Sri Swami Satchinanda says, yoga is not for the real you, that soul you. We can leave the real you alone. This practice is for the mind you, is for the ego you, for all these outer layers that we sometimes think are who we really are. So I invite you in this practice on your mats to begin peeling back the layers, to begin shedding all that you are not. Start to wiggle the fingertips and the toes. And if those knees are wide in that supine butterfly, hands will come to the outer edges of the thighs. Go ahead and draw the knees together and walk the feet out wide, taking that constructive rest. And we'll keep one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And we'll take this pause here, this moment to sort of allow where you just were to settle in, to integrate. And feel yourself in this shape, right? This space in between, this space of transformation, this space of becoming. And it might be hard and it might be scary and it might be unfamiliar, and that's okay. Right? Welcome that you are able to breathe and to stay present and to not flee this moment of becoming, this moment before whatever's next. Go ahead and separate the knees, gather the knees in towards your chest. And rock right to left. Just a nice, easy rock. And then we'll start to rock forward and back along the length of our mat, just kind of gently rolling through the spine. And start to gain a little bit of momentum. We'll rock all the way up to a comfortable seat. So finding some place to stack the spine up nice and tall, and that might look like Sukhasana or easy pose. It might be hero's pose. You might be seated on a block, right? Just some place where you find this length in your spine. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, draw your hands together at heart center, thumbs to your heart space. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. Take a couple breaths and intentionally start to move any energy that is stagnant or stale, any energy that's no longer serving you, any energy that doesn't even belong to you. I want you to imagine it sliding to the outer edges of your skin, as if it's seeping out through your pores. All of that stale, stagnant energy is now just surrounding you right at the edges of your skin. And we're going to do a little dry bath to brush off all of that energy. So flutter your eyes open. Rub your palms together. Start to create a little bit of heat between your hands. And once the hands feel nice and warm, you can just follow along with me. We'll separate the hands. Create little kind of cup shapes with the hands. Squeeze the fingers together. Cup them gently. And we'll start at the back of the head. So at the base of the skull, your hands are just lightly brushing over the edges of the skin. We'll take it all the way up over the crown of the head, bring it down the face, just lightly brushing off any energy that is stale, stagnant, stuck. Take this down your torso, over the thighs. You can kind of rotate the palms around all the way down the legs. Once you've gotten there, take one arm over to the opposite shoulder and brush all the way down your arm. We'll do that on the other side. So really intentionally scooping off any energy at the outer edges of your skin. And then we'll draw an X across the torso. So start at one shoulder, come down towards the opposite hip, come to the other shoulder, come down to the opposite hip. I'm going to take all that energy you've gathered up, brush it off your hands, send it skyward. Send it back to the light, send it back to your ancestors to be transformed back into light. Good. Take a breath in here. Exhale, spread the fingertips wide and slowly press the palms down beside you, slow as you can. Imagine you're sort of settling all of the energy around you back down. And once your fingertips hit your mat, flip your palms. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center, thumbs to your heart space. Keep your pinkies and your thumbs together, heel of the hands pressing into one another, and float your 3 middle fingers open. So you're creating this lotus shape or this bowl shape with your hands. And press your thumbs all the way to your sternum, all the way to your heart. Right? And this is an invitation to call energy into your heart space. So call in the new version of who you are becoming. Okay, we've just literally brushed off all that wasn't serving us. And now that we've cleared out that space, we're calling in what's next. We're calling in what's for our highest good. We're calling in becoming the highest version of ourselves. Realigning more with who we truly are, and letting go of all that we are not. Keep the shape of your hands. Breathe in, send this shape skyward as if you're offering it up to the sky. And then exhale, flip the palms again, slowly press the arms down beside you. And once the fingertips land, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, side body stretch, left arm down, right arm up and over. Anchor down through the right hip, gently spiral the heart space skyward. Breathe in as you come up through center. Breath out, up and over to the other side. And again, anchor through the left hip crease. Gently spiral the heart space skyward. Breathe in, both arms lift up. And then exhale, twist looking over your left shoulder. Right hand will come to the outer side of your thigh. Left hand comes in close behind you like a kickstand. Grow a little taller through the crown of the head. And then take your eye gaze out at the horizon. So you're not looking up or down, but straight out. Feel the gentle twist at the waist. And then start to draw your chin towards your left shoulder. And then take your eye gaze as far to the left as you can. Keep holding your eye gaze as far left as you possibly can. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through the nose. Keep breathing here. Keep looking as far left as you can. One more inhale. One more exhale. The eyes move first, so start to bring your eyes forward, and then the face will follow, and then the torso will follow. Hands come to the thighs, close your eyes, just feel. Right, so envision as we twist here, we're physically, energetically wringing out the bodies. And as we unwind, we make more space. So just as a washcloth will absorb water, right, it reaches a point of fullness where it cannot absorb anymore until it wrings itself out. It's same is true of our physical and energetic and emotional bodies. We must empty to fill again. Breathe in, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, twist over the right shoulder. And then lengthen up through the spine first. Find the twist gently at the waistline. Eyes are gazing out at the line of the horizon. Bring your chin towards your right shoulder. And bring your eye gaze as far to the right as you possibly can. It's like you're trying to peer beyond your periphery. Keep looking as far right as possible. Breathing in through your nose and out through the nose. Keep looking as far right as you can. Keep breathing. And one more round of breath. Stay here. The eyes start to unspiral first, then the head, then the torso. Hands come to the thighs, close your eyes, just feel. You're welcome to keep the eyes closed, or you can flutter the eyes open. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, plant your palms on the mat in front of you. Roll over your knees and make your way into tabletop or all fours. Hands beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Lengthen through the spine. And on your next inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your belly, roll your heart space forward, lift your chin, stretch all the way up into the throat. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, press down into the tops of the feet and the palms. Drive your navel towards the spine, chin towards chest. Breathe in, tailbone lifts first, belly drops, heart space rolls forward and up, chin lifts towards the sky. And then exhale, tuck through the tail, navel to the spine, round through the upper back, chin towards chest, press away from the mat. Breathe in, cow pose, drop the belly, lift the heart. Full breath out, rounding through the spine, finding cat. And then keep going here, matching your breath to the movement. And you can stick with these cat-cows, or you might start just kind of adding on. You might peek over one shoulder and sway the hips side to side. You might take some big body rolls or some stretches through the wrist. Right? But tap into your inner knowing, that ancient wisdom contained within the cells of your body. Right? All of the wisdom of every ancestor who came before you. And truly listen to what it is your body is craving, what it needs. It doesn't need to look like yoga. It doesn't need to be a yoga shape. Just move. And if you're unsure and you're not getting any clear answers from your body, it's okay. Practice listening and just start to experiment. Notice what feels good. Right? And that's your body's way of telling you this is what you need. This is what feels good. One more round of breath here. When we back up in tabletop, find some length in your spine. Start to fire up through your core. So take a breath in. As you exhale, hug your core in and around you just like a corset. Press down through all 10 fingertips. Tuck your toes on the mat. Take another inhale here. Exhale, hover your knees 1 or 2 inches off the mat. Keep lengthening through your spine. Fire up your Ujjayi breath. So creating constriction at the back of your throat. Breathing in through the nose. Out through the nose. Each exhale, squeeze through the core. Keep the length through your spine. Keep breathing. And notice what's coming up as you step into a little bit of heat. As you step into a place of physical challenge, what is your natural response or reaction to it? Chances are your physical response to challenges is much like what you do in real life off this mat, responding to challenges. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. You're good here, and you can come out of this shape at any point. We'll stay here. One more inhale. Downward dog, hips high as you breathe out, a sigh of relief. And start to pedal through the feet and sway the hips a little bit side to side. And really press down firmly through your palms. Wrap the outer edges of your arms in towards you. Shoulders on your body. And then find some place to settle in through center where you feel some evenness, some length in both sides of the body here. Inhale, right heel lifts high, find a 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist. Hug that knee up into your heart space, round your spine. Breathe in, right heel high, 3-legged dog. And then exhale, knee to nose, step it through low lunge. And if the foot doesn't land quite where you want it, right hand behind the calf, place the foot where you do. Left knee lowers to the mat, untuck your toes. Inhale for Anjaneyasana, arms sweep up towards the sky. Press down through the top of the back foot, press down through your front heel. Energetically wrap the inner thighs towards one another. And then take the outer edges of your arms and wrap them in towards your face. So your pinkies sort of spiral in. Shoulders soften away from your ears. And then once you feel really grounded in the legs, see if you can challenge your balance by looking up between your palms. Take a breath in. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the elbows back, baby back bend. Breathe in, lift your heart space straight up towards the sky. And then exhale, eagle left arm under your right arm. And if the eagle wrap doesn't work for you, backs of the hands pressing together is great. Shoulders soft, forearms press forward. You're beginning to open up some space on the backside of the heart. Inhale, lift the gaze, maybe lift the chest. And then exhale, it's half splits with eagle arms. So start to straighten through your front leg. You might wobble and lose your balance a touch, that's okay. And if the eagle arms don't work, ditch them. Otherwise, we're taking these eagle arms and we're sort of draping them inside of the right leg. Right hip is pulling back. Right toes are pulling towards your face. And feel some length in the back line of the right leg. Big breath in. Exhale, fly the arms back behind you. Crown of the head reaches forward. Palms face down, hug your pinkies together. Slide your shoulder blades towards your back pockets. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, firm up through your belly. Low lunge, simple twist. Plant the left palm, back toes, tuck, back knee lifts. Breathe in, right arm lifts up towards the sky. And then just roll out through the wrist crease. Good. Stay here one more. Inhale. Exhale, right hand frames the right foot, low lunge. And then inhale, step the right foot back, high plank. Breathe in, shift forward on your toes. Breath out lowers you all the way down to the mat. You can always do this from the knees as well. Untuck the toes. Tops of the feet press into the mat, low cobra. Breathe in, peel your heart space forward and up. Breath out lowers you down. Connect to your sense of joy. Breathe in, low cobra, peel the heart space forward and up. Breath out, lower down with care. One more time. Low cobra, breathe in like it's the best thing in the world because maybe it is. Breath out, lowers you down. Knees or toes, your call. It's tabletop or a high plank. Strong through the core, strong through the legs. Breathe in, lift away from the mat. Breath out, hips high, downward facing dog. Feel this sense of evenness between your palms. Feel this even length in the waistline and this steadiness in your hips. Breathe in, left heel lifts, three-legged dog. And then exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist, hug this knee up into your heart space. Breathe in, three-legged dog, left heel high. Breath out, knee to nose, step it all the way through low lunge. And if the foot doesn't land where you want it, left hand behind the calf, place it where you do. Right knee lowers down to the mat, untuck your toes. Anjaneyasana, breath in. And I didn't say this on the other side, but if you have sensitive knees, you might double up your mat underneath the back knee for a little bit more support. Ground down into left heel, top of the right foot, hug the inner thighs towards one another, soften your shoulders. Ground and steady yourself through the parts of you touching your mat. And then breathe in, take your eye gaze up between your hands. Breath out, cactus the arms, lift the heart, baby back bend. And then inhale, keep sending your heart space skyward. Exhale, eagle wrap, right arm under left. Good. Breathe in, maybe look up just a touch. Breath out, half split. Start to send your hips back. Find a straighter left leg. And the eagle arms will sort of start to drape inside of the left leg. Draw your left pinky toe back towards your face. Hug the outer edge of your left hip towards the midline. Inhale here. Exhale, fly your arms back. Breathe in, slide the shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze your pinkies towards one another. Breath out, maybe the hips drop just a touch. Low lunge, simple twist. Right palm plants, back toes tuck, back knee lifts. Breathe in, left arm reaches up, look up, and roll out through the wrist. Slow it down. Right, you're not in any rush. You don't even know where you're going next. Just be here in this moment. Breath in. Left hand frames your left foot, breath out. High plank, inhale, step it back. Good. Stay for the breath out. Breathe in, shift forward on your toes. Breath out lowers you halfway or all the way to the mat. Breathe in and slow cobra again, or it's upward facing dog, tops of the feet to the mat, thighs lifted, strong core, tops of your ears reach skyward. And then downward facing dog, full breath out, hips high. And you can skip everything in between anytime you need to. Inhale, high on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop feet will meet your hands, ragdoll forward fold. Bend your knees a lot. Hands to opposite elbows, drop the weight of the head, sway right to left. Bend your knees a little bit more so that your belly can really rest on the thighs. And then drop the weight of your head. Find this really nice shaking off, this sway side to side. And imagine yourself just shaking off anything you no longer need. Let it go. Good. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower the hands down towards the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs, strong through the core. So navel pulls in towards the spine, hips reach back, shoulders away from the ears.
And knees can be as bent as you need. You're trying to find your torso somewhat parallel to the floor so you feel the engagement through your core. Breathe in. Exhale, fly the arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, down towards the back pockets. Hug your pinkies in. Turn on the backs of the arms. Stay one more breath in. One more full breath out. High mountain. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Thumbs to your heart space. Keep the pinkies and thumbs together. Float the 3 middle fingers open. Find this lotus shape again. Ground down through your heels. Breathe your heart space up to meet your thumbs. Breath out, sinking down through the heels. Breath in. Imagine the energy ascending the front line of your body right up into your hands. And as you exhale, your energy is descending down the back line of the body all the way down through the heels. Again, breathe in, ascending the front side of the body. Breathe out, descending down the back line of the body. Take the shape of your hands. Inhale, send it skyward. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. So heart leads the way. Press the palms back. Bend the knees as much as you need. Inhale, it's a halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant. Step your right foot back, low lunge. And then high crescent lunge is an inhale, rise all the way up. So if you feel really unsteady, widen out your stance so your legs look like they're on railroad tracks versus a tightrope. That will help. If your low back feels a little sticky, bend your back knee. Shoulders and hips are squaring towards the top of your mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lean and fly. So squeeze the arms back. Take the crown of the head forward. Shift your weight forward into your left heel as much as possible. Left knee stays over the ankle. Breathe in, high crescent lunge. Lift the chest. Breath out, lean and fly. Good. Inhale, high crescent. Listen for the change. Airplane pose as you breathe out. Take this shape, launch it all the way forward. Right leg lifts. Flex your right foot, push back through the heel. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Fly the chest open. Think upward facing dog, low cobra in the upper body. And then inhale, standing right knee raise. Right leg lifts forward. And then exhale, eagle your right thigh high up and over the left thigh. And then maybe the toes come down to the mat, or maybe the toes wrap around the calf. And then eagle right arm under left arm. Find this full wrap. Shift your weight into your left heel. Knees and elbows are sort of aligning. Breathe. Helps if you steady your eyes on something not moving. And then breathe and really squeeze. Wring out through your limbs. Just like that washcloth. Wring yourself out. Squeeze a little tighter. Breathe a little deeper. Wring it all out so that you can make space for what's next. Standing right knee raise as an inhale. Warrior 3 as you exhale. Kick your right heel back. Send the fingertips forward, long through the body. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, high crescent lunge, land. Breathe in, arms reach up. Warrior 2 is your breath out. Spin right heel to the mat. Good. Keep the legs as they are. Breathe in, reverse your warrior. Left arm tracing the ceiling, reaching all the way back. Big stretch, left hip crease to fingertips. And then exhale, extended side angle. Keep your arms at 6 and 12 o'clock. So left arm inside the left thigh, pressing it wide. Right arm straight up towards the sky, 12 o'clock. Open up through the chest. Breathe in, reverse your warrior. Breath out, extended side angle. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Listen for the change. Balancing half moon as you breathe out. So if you've got a block or a water bottle you want to use for balance underneath the left palm, find it. Flex your right foot. Push out through the right heel. Right shoulder is stacking over left. Right hip is stacking over left. Breathe in here. Gently start to bend your left knee, set the right foot down, warrior two, breath out. Good, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge, simple twist. Windmill hands to the mat, lift your right heel, plant the right palm, left arm lifts up. Breathe in, and then side plank pose as you breathe out. Roll to the outer edge of the feet, stack left foot on top of right. You might float the top leg. You also might come down to the right knee. So finding the side plank that works for you, breathe in, lift everything up. And as you breathe out, left hand to the mat, chaturanga, all the way to the mat, take a vinyasa or skip it. As you arrive in downward facing dog, take a big breath in. Full breath out, let it go. Inhale, high on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop feet, meet your hands, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fly the arms back, full breath out, strong through your core. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Thumbs to your heart space, float the 3 middle fingers open, find your lotus shape with your hands. Good. Call in the version of you that you are becoming. Feel that energy channeling through your palms, this open chalice of the hands right into your heart space. Call in the wisdom of your ancestors. Call in their energy, their protection, their love, their guidance, right? Everything that will help guide you on your path of becoming. Inhale, send this chalice skyward. Exhale, swan dive, heart leads the way. Take it down, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Hands plant, left foot steps back, low lunge, breath out. High crescent lunge, breathe in, rise up. And then settle in. Couple rounds of breath to square the hips, the shoulders forward. Soften the back knee if you're feeling any stickiness in the low back. And then close the ribs. So really strong here through your core. Reach up through the pinky fingers. See if you can find a little more length in the waistline. Breathe in. Exhale, strong through the core. Lean and fly. Sweep the arms back. Take your right outer glute. Keep pulling it towards the back of your mat and start to shift your weight forward into the right heel. Breathe in, high crescent lunge. Breath out, lean and fly. Heart forward, palms reach back. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Don't overthink it, just go for it. Airplane pose as you breathe out, launch it forward. And if you fall and you stumble along the way, no big deal, right? It's a practice. It's not called perfection, it's called practice. And it should be wobbly and shaky, and it should be hard to stand on one foot. Right? We practice making ourselves uncomfortable so that we can get better at being uncomfortable. Standing, left knee raised, breathe in. Exhale, eagle, left thigh high up and over the right thigh. The toes might come straight down to the mat or they might wrap around the calf. And then eagle, left arm under right arm. Sit the weight back into your right heel. Try to stack elbows over knees-ish. Find your drishti, or someplace to focus your eyes that is not moving. Softly gaze there. Breathe and squeeze and sit the hips back. And again, breathe and squeeze and sit the hips back. And be intentional with your breath and with this wringing out of your body. Right? This matters. You're wringing out so that you can fill up more fully. Right? So you can fill up all the places of your body with you, not someone else's energy, not stale or old, stagnant you energy, but new you energy. Unwind the arms, standing left knee raise. Warrior 3, kick your left heel back, strong through the core, reach the arms forward. If it's too much in the low back, hands to prayer. Breathe in. Slowly bend the right knee, set the left toes down, breath out, high crescent lunge, inhale here. Warrior 2, exhale, spin left heel to the mat, press the palms down. Breathe in, reverse your warrior. Right arm will trace the sky and then reach all the way towards the back of the mat. Big stretch, hip crease to fingertips. And then extended side angle your next breath out. Arms are coming to 6 and 12 o'clock. Press your arm inside your thigh. Fly the arms as wide open as you can. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, balancing half moon, just go for it. Focus less on trying to get it right and just let your body flow. Let your energy flow. Breathe in. Exhale, right knee bends, gently step it back, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, low lunge, simple twist. Plant the left palm, lift the left heel, right arm to the sky. Breathe in. Side plank as you breathe out. Roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Left hand is your base. Right hand on top of left. You can come down to the knee. You can float the top leg. Whatever works for you, just take up some ownership, some space on your mat. Breathe in. Exhale, final vinyasa. Lower halfway or all the way to the mat. Inhale, low cobra or upward facing dog. Breath out, downward facing dog. And when you arrive there, take a big deep breath in. And a full breath out. Lower your knees to the mat. Child's pose. Big toes touch, knees wide. Forehead to your mat. And if your forehead doesn't touch your mat, place the hands beneath the forehead like a little pillow or use a block or a blanket. But bring your forehead down to touch your mat. Okay, this is a calming tool for our nervous system to have the forehead touching the mat. Feel yourself in this sudden shift, right, from all of this movement into stillness, and embrace this transition. And if you find yourself wondering what's next or thinking about everything that came before this moment, ask yourself why you are fleeing this moment. What is it about this moment that doesn't feel like enough? What is it about you that doesn't feel like enough? Take a breath in. And then a breath out. And do it again. Inhale here. Exhale here. You are enough. There is no other place that you need to be. Stay here in this practice, in this breath, in this pose, in your body. Walk your hands in towards your knees. Swing your legs around in front of you. We'll bring our heels towards the top of the mat. We'll set up a forward fold. So walk your hips out from underneath you a little bit. Knees can be as bent as you need to really find true length in the spine. So shoulders back, spine is tall. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge at your hip creases. And once you can't hinge any further at the hip creases, then round through the upper body. Shoulders soften, chin towards chest. Hands will find purchase wherever they find purchase. And then once you're here, if it feels like you have more space, send the heels more forward. Find a little more lengthening into the hamstrings. But know that that's not necessary. If it feels good to find this stretch with really bent knees, that is also a perfectly good option. And feel yourself folding back into yourself. Right? As if you're taking all of the energy that you cultivated, that you created through this practice, and you're sort of gathering it in and around you, wrapping yourself in this energy like a cocoon. And visualize your energy as this bright light, right? Sparkly and warm, and feel that light surrounding you. We'll gently make our way up to seated, and we'll go ahead and lower onto our backs. And once you get there, hug the knees in towards the chest. Lengthen out the back of the neck. Take a little rock right to left. Good. And we'll take a happy baby. Hands reach on the insides of the knees, capturing the outer edges of the feet. Flex your feet. Press your heels towards the sky. And I kind of like to use my elbows to leverage the knees wide. Draw your knees towards your armpits. Heels press skyward. Might feel good to rock side to side. You can always bend one knee and kick out one leg. Inviting in some of that playful energy of the shape, which is a happy baby. And draw the knees back in towards your chest. Give them one final squeeze. And stretch out into Savasana, your final resting shape. Arms and legs out long. And Savasana means corpse pose, because the yogis believe that you enter into this shape, and the you who goes into corpse pose dies a little death, and you arise from this shape as a higher version of yourself. So let go of who you thought you were. Let go of all that you are not. And begin to transform more and more into who you really are. And you don't need to force it. Just allow for this upgrade to occur in every single cell of your body. Fully let go. Bring your hands together over the center of your chest. Rub your hands together and start to create a little bit of heat. And then just gently cup the hands and place them right over the eyes. So the heels of the hands will find your cheekbones. The fingertips will wrap towards the forehead.
Just lightly lift the palms. Flutter the eyes open. Go ahead and roll off to your right, finding a fetal shape for just a moment. So right bicep beneath the head like a pillow, knees towards the chest. And let yourself fully be in this transition. Press left palm into the mat. Make your way up to a comfortable seat. We'll bring our hands together at heart center. Right, with so much love and gratitude for one another, for this practice, for this space that we held together. From my heart, I bring my hands to third eye center, and it is from the space above my crown from which we are all connected that I bow forward, sealing in our time together. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here.